What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video. Feel there's something we need to clarify here. Before we get into the depths of my first impressions with this stunning phone, if you are not balls deep, sorry ladies, but if you're not in the depths and swamps of tech love and the tech life, importing a Chinese phone with a Chinese ROM is not for you. So click off. There you go. That's my call to action. Bit backwards. But if you're not a tech geek, if you don't want to spend hours perfecting a Chinese phone to work just like a UK or US phone, switch off now. If, on the other hand, you're like me, and you are balls deep in the tech world and gadgets and stunning phones, let's go. So this is my first impressions of the Xiaomi Mix Fold 2. But I just wanted to get out of the way and to make sure that the only people watching are people that actually want to invest time and actually appreciate the engineering and the work that goes into A, building this phone, but B, you, the consumer, buying the phone outside of China. The Xiaomi Mix Fold 2 is, I'm saying it now, the best looking foldable device I've ever used. It's the best built, the best looking, the best feeling foldable phone I've ever used. But Vivo Army, my ex-Fold alumni, fear not. This is not the best foldable phone I have ever used. Now this is only my first impressions, okay, so calm down, it's not a full review, but without comparing it to any other device from now on, let's just talk about the Xiaomi Mix Fold 2. Again, look at it, perfect. 11 millimeters thick or thin when folded. That is the same as my iPhone 14 Pro Max with its official Apple silicone case on. That's insane. 5 millimeters thick or thin when unfolded. I have no idea how technology has become so advanced when just 20 years ago I was using a Philips brick with an antenna that had a screen half an inch big. The Xiaomi Mix Fold 2 comes with not only one screen but two. The large 6.5 inch outer 120Hz display in Quad HD looks phenomenal, stunning, perfect, and it works and looks exactly the same as your Samsung S22 or 23 Ultra, your iPhone 14 Pro Max, in that it's a wide outer screen that you can use on the daily. Unlike the Vivo and the Mate XS's of the world, when it's folded, it feels just like a normal device. It doesn't feel like you're holding a fold phone. And again, I just want to show you here, this is the device folded. Folded. Insane. And I know that you all love this colour, so I'm just going to give you plenty of silver porn here. There you go. Ooh. So yeah, design wise, stunning. Build quality, amazing. It's not all sunshine and rainbows though, as you know, otherwise it would be my favourite smartphone ever. The Xiaomi Mix Fold 2 has its drawbacks. No wireless charging, no IP68 daughter dust or water resistance, and no flex mode. Now for those that don't know, flex mode is when you pop your phone into like this so you can pop it on a desk. And I know it's staying there, but that's it gone now. It's not meant to. The hinge isn't sturdy enough to keep it that way. Between you and I, wireless charging, I've said it before and I'll say it again, sometimes convenient. I tend to plug my phone in at night, every night, on the cable. I just prefer cabled or wired charging. So it doesn't bother me. IP68 water and dust resistance. Okay, I can see some benefits, but if you think I'm taking this near the sea, you're off your head. And flex mode. There has maybe been in all my Fold life with the Vivos, the Samsungs, 2 times I've used flex mode. And even then, it was more just to say, oh, look, my phone can flex. Pointless. Doesn't bother me at all. With those drawbacks, the wireless charging, the flex mode, you're gaining, or I guess you're still losing thickness, but you're gaining this design. The ability to keep it just over 250 grams. Again, the same weight as my iPhone 14 Pro Max with a case on. 11 millimeters, I keep saying meters, it's not 11 meters, 11 millimeters thick. Just incredible. So I can forgive that. Also, on the battery life front, 67 watts of charging, with a charger included in the box. Charge this for 45 to 50 minutes and it's dead to full completely. And when it is fully charged, you will get a full day of extremely heavy usage. That's using the cameras, gaming, multitasking, doing all that stuff with no issues at all. Again, I want to rein it in a bit because I'm getting carried away with myself, but this is just a first impressions. So first impressions, battery life, A. If the iPhone 14 Pro Max is A+, the Mix Fold 2 is an A. Design, A+++++. Software. We're going to have to talk about this. So yeah, this is where the issues for some people begin. The Xiaomi is using MIUI 13, which does have a global variant. However, the Mix Fold 2 comes with only a Chinese ROM. I've not even looked into whether you can bootload the global ROM. I'm pretty sure you can't because it's a special MIUI like Fold edition. But if you can, leave a comment down below. When you import a phone from China, whether it be an Oppo, a Vivo, a Xiaomi, or anything, if it's got a Chinese ROM, here's my advice. Watch my previous setup videos. Watch the Gadget Goddesses videos. Even Flossie Carter does some stuff on this. Watch all the videos you can before the phone comes. And then you'll be mentally prepared for the time investment it takes you to set up the phone. What I mean by that is, with my iPhone 14 Pro Max that I am filming this video on just now, you literally need to put in your Apple ID, hit a button, and everything from your old device is transferred over seamlessly. And that's great. I love doing that. It's easy, it's simple, because my iPhone is my daily driver, it's my go-to, it's Mr. Reliable when it comes to the camera and all that stuff. But my imported devices are my fun. These are my fun devices. These are the ones that turn heads. And I'm willing to put the time investment into it because they do turn heads. So, give me 2 hours. That's all I ask for. And you will have this phone looking exactly like any other Android or iPhone you want. Let me just show you there. There you go. There's my setup. Clean, no Chinese writing, no Chinese text, anywhere. Give me 2 hours to set up and you're done. Now that setup process does include turning off the battery saver elements so you can get notifications in the Western world. Again, simple to do, just a bit time consuming. Uninstalling and deleting all the Chinese apps and bloatware. Again, time consuming, but worthwhile. And then you're done. Maybe every other day you have to just double check that the settings are still okay. And there are quirks, yes, for sure there are. But let me tell you, as far as people complaining about software and apps, every single app in the Google Play Store works. Why people are getting issues with Netflix, Google Pay, Sky Go, somebody commented, I don't know, because it works for me. And I will do a setup video, and I don't think I'm doing anything different, but it does work for me. Now, while I'm chatting here, I want to show you as well, first impressions wise. One thing this does better than the Vivo is multitasking. So if I swipe in from the side, it'll bring up a whole ream of recently used apps, or my favourite apps. And now I've got floating windows. You see that? Okay, so I can have 2 floating windows at any point, and I can resize these, I can make them smaller, I can make them bigger, I can move them around. And if I don't want them anymore, I can just swipe them away. Ideal. That works for me, or I can use it in typical multitasking way where one half is one thing, the other half is the other. It doesn't go horizontally, so when I'm watching YouTube, it doesn't, but again, that's pretty much the same as any imported device. The Samsung Z Fold 4 is going to have the best software optimization through Android and One UI, because it's a global ROM and it's designed for the Western market. Again, if you are willing to spend the time and you're importing a phone from China because you want to have that premium look and feel, it's just a small sacrifice in my opinion. So the last thing I want to touch on with the Xiaomi, without showing you any samples, because I'm kind of teasing you a bit here, I'm going to leave you a bit moist for more content. Oh, I hate that word. Cameras, photography. As much as this is only a triple camera setup, there's an argument that the main camera is better than any other foldable main camera lens I've ever used. There's no argument that it's not the best zoom and it's not the best ultra wide, but that main camera, yeah, impressed. Other things with the camera, the front facing selfie on outer screen is 1080p, but Vivo's is the same. There's very few manufacturers that use 4K selfie, which really irks me. They really should. Shout out to Samsung, they do. And the inner selfie camera on the larger, nearly 8-inch screen, well, it's non-existent. They don't have one. A really strange thing when you include a kickstand case so you can have your phone propped open on the big screen, but you can't use it for video conferencing. Yeah, a strange choice by Xiaomi, but again, I'll take the hit. I think the next video I'll do, well, you tell me in the comments actually, because maybe you'll comment and boost the algorithm and I'll get more views and likes. Do you want to see a setup video or a camera test video next? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, like this video, because apparently it makes a difference. And if you haven't done this, which I highly doubt you haven't by this point, but please subscribe just cause. Until next time, peace!